optimization method that can be used to simplify complex recursive problems by breaking them down into simpler subproblems. Let's understand this with an example. Fibonacci series. Fibonacci sequence is a series of numbers in which every number of the sequence is the sum of the two preceding numbers, starting from 0 and 1. The numbers of the sequence are 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and so on. Nth number of Fibonacci sequence. To calculate the nth number of Fibonacci sequence, we use the following recursive equation. In this given image, we can observe that the main problem Fibonacci n is further divided into smaller subproblems which are Fibonacci n minus 1 and Fibonacci n minus 2. Dynamic programming can be applied to a problem if it has the following two attributes: optimal substructure and overlapping subproblems. If a problem can be optimally broken down into smaller subproblems and its optimal solution can be found by the combination of these subproblems recursively, then it is said to have optimal substructure. As we saw in the last example, where Fibonacci in 10 means of size n was divided into smaller subproblems of sizes n minus 1 and n minus 2. Therefore, the previous problem had optimal substructure property. If a problem involves finding its solution by solving the same subproblem more than once, then the problem has overlapping subproblems. To understand overlapping subproblems, let's take the example of Fibonacci sequence again. For finding solution for Fibonacci 4, we need to break it down into following subproblems. We can clearly observe that Fibonacci 2 is being calculated twice and Fibonacci 1 is being calculated 3 times. Thus, this problem has overlapping subproblem property. Since the nth Fibonacci number problem has both the required attributes for dynamic programming, optimal substructure and overlapping subproblem, it can be optimized by using dynamic programming method. Dynamic programming has two methods that can be used to solve a complex problem. Top-down approach with memoization and bottom-up approach with tabulation. Top-down approach. For this approach, we try and solve the complex problem by finding the solution to smaller problems recursively. While solving each subproblem, we cache results so that we don't have to solve it multiple times and we use the already saved result. This technique is called memoization, where we store all the results of once already solved subproblem. In this example, the given original problem was Fibonacci 4. Fibonacci 4 is divided into subproblems, but in memoization, the repeating results isn't calculated again. The result of every subproblem was stored using memoization. The result of every subproblem was already stored and wasn't calculated again. Bottom-up approach. In this approach, contrary to memoization, we begin by finding solutions to all the subproblems first, filling these values up in an n-dimensional table. Then, the results stored in the table are used to finally compute the solution of the original problem. This is an example of bottom-up approach. In this code first stores two values in a already calculated array named value. These values are stored in array first, and then Fibonacci sequence is calculated by adding these previous values, and then the result next is stored again in the next at the next index. Similarly, the current value and the previous value is added together to find the result of next value, and then it's stored again in the array, and so on. This is the process of tabulation using bottom-up approach.